We've all been there when we were kids. It seems to be social custom to teach children to greet people when they are unwilling to do so. Special mention to family reunions, a dream opportunity for uncles, aunts and grandparents to rush to the little ones to fill them with hugs and kisses. Something that many children are resistant to. You notice that your offspring take refuge behind your legs, feeling overwhelmed by a wave of hands and lips ready to swallow them. The truth is, while it seems totally usual and normal to want them to show respect and kindness to others, their instincts are not in tune with this way of thinking. Parenting, and we'll tell you why. While this may seem problematic for parents whose children do not want to be receptive to signs of affection from those around them, forcing them to be is at odds with their natural way of being. We must therefore respect their will, as stated by Annalisa Berberi, in a column of The Guardian. She explains, by forcing a child to kiss or hug someone when they don't want to, this child tells himself that what he feels, what he wants to do with his own body doesn't really matter. May the wishes and feelings of an adult matter more. These remarks were based on the analysis of a coordinator of a sexual education forum who tries to convey the idea for which the consent of the child is an essential factor in his development and his future interpersonal relationships. Teach children to say no. When children do not feel able to accept something they do not like, it would be good judgment to teach them that they have the right to say, enough is enough. It would be a mistake to force the child to be open to all the social dynamics that surround him. This is especially true if he is exposed to emotional or sexual predators in the future. Ultimately, the child's body belongs to him and it is up to him to decide whether or not his feelings, be they positive or even negative. It is therefore advisable to remind them of this in order to avoid restricting their ability to perceive the world and the development of their critical thinking. Building necessary but healthy boundaries is a first step. Social dangers. Since the child is above all characterized by his vulnerability, it is more essential not to force him to cuddle or kiss others or strangers. And for good reason, more often than one might think, they can be abusive people, and this sometimes, with particularly dangerous intentions. Thus, realizing that their future depends on it, it is quite legitimate not to force them to greet other people, as this helps to consolidate their personality. So far from you the idea that he is poorly educated. Helping them respect their own feelings leads them to healthy self-understanding. They thereby learn the quality of empathy and body awareness. The more time passes, the more they will determine the limits that others are allowed or not to cross. Allowing them to realize that they have their own rights will prevent them from suffering unfortunate episodes such as bullying at school or interaction with toxic people. To do this is to respect their independence while instilling in them healthy values in the context of their development.